What's going on, guys? It's your boy HQ420 here, and in today's video we're going to be checking out something right here, something they call a little cave syndrome. Now, we know over the past year there's been a whole lot of folks who've been freaky deaky about the disease that should not be named. They have been up underneath their covers, they have boarded up the walls, and they are saying no go for any social activities, okay? And we seen what I made a video a few weeks ago where this dude was out there talking about he can go catch some Pokemon downtown now, whatever, because he got the jab. Those crazy folks, all right? See, there's folks that take it to the max, to the extreme, and once the fear is placed in them, they're not actually, they don't have enough, what am I trying to say? They don't have enough balls. I know that's kind of bad for women, but they don't have enough gumption to actually go out into the world anymore. And so right here, we're going to look at an article that speaks to a few of these issues. So let's jump into it. Alright guys, I want to welcome everybody back to your channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. If it's your first time here, subscribe button down there for a reason. Hit that thing. Right here, vaccinated people report suffering from cave syndrome, afraid to return to normal life, or in some cases leave their homes at all. Now I want you to look at this. Cleansed. The ones that have been cleansed are scared to leave their house. I thought the cleansing process was supposed to help alleviate people's fears. But you see, the government and the mainstream media and its entities surrounding corporations, they have won the battle over a whole lot of folks. And they have instilled fear in them, and they are now controlled. They can control them. They can move them at any whim. Look, if you believe the jab was going to help you get back to normal life, then why would you be scared to go outside? Oh, maybe it's because of the Delta. Oh, man, the Delta looks like it might be even more contagious. You notice how every variant, it's just more contagious, more contagious, more deadly, more contagious, more deadly, more contagious, more deadly. Whatever happened to the South African one? What about that UK one? What about the P1 from Brazil? Where'd they go? Huh? I mean, I at that point in time, you know, I mean, golly, what was it, about 7 months ago? South African. Boy, it's just, man, that thing is ducking and dodging, Bo. It's just ducking, and it fell out. Whew, boy, we can't say nothing about South Africa no more, because that ain't, oh, Delta, India. Woo, India's, oh man, all of India's gonna die. And then look at India right now. Deaths have plummeted, cases plummeted, they only got 5% vaccinated. Huh? Delta though, right? 5%, guys. 5%. 1.4 billion people. They ain't worried about no damn coof. They're worried about eating. Oh, they got a caste system. Come on, man. This is stupid. That's all I'm saying. So right here it says on May 13th, after more than a year of the sacred cloth and social distancing, the CDC finally amended its guidance to say fully cleansed people could return to nearly all aspects of normal life. But for some fully vaccinated people, the news did not alleviate deeply felt fears about health and safety that had become embedded in their psyche. Rather than experiencing a sense of freedom, some continue to feel anxious about rejoining regular life with its crowds, open air, and free-floating pathogens. Oh yes, the free-floating pathogens. We know right now that the stuff that is just lingering out there ready to clip your wings. My God, people. But I keep trying, the most dangerous thing that anybody can do every single day is driving. But you are closer to death every day driving than from doing anything else almost. I'm sorry. I mean, it's just the way it is. Man, all it takes for one thing, your light turns green, somebody's looking down at their phone, runs the red light, T-bones you, that's it. That's it. The sacred cloth won't save you, the jab won't save you. That is it. But I mean, that's neither here nor there, I guess. It's like, oh, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever, man. I ain't worried about that. But I am worried about this thing I can't see. It causes a whole lot of people to be asymptomatic. You know. It's just like, man, what are we talking about, bud? This said after a year in isolation, many people have developed an inanimate inanimate. It might be inanimate too. Understanding of what it means to socially isolate, are afraid to return to their former lives despite, boy, I tongue twisted, being fully vaccinated. Turns out there is an actual name for this psychological phenomenon. It's called cave syndrome. All right. So once you get used to your cave, you've been locked in your cave. When you look outside, whole new world. Nah, it's too much for me. I prefer my cave. All right. Now we got a couple of stories right here that we just want to go over that they put up here about some people who were afraid. They weren't naked and afraid. You know what I'm saying? They just overall afraid. The fear mongering has ruined their lives. They will never be the same. And I did a video, I think a few months ago, about a couple where they have both been vaccinated, and the man and the woman, wife and husband, and the husband wouldn't take his mask off. He wouldn't take his mask off during sex. Doggy style only, face in the pillow. So I don't want to hear no moans. The moans and scream might spread the disease that should not be named. Okay. Might glory hole it. Okay, that's all I got. Don't even suck it. I mean, just stay away. All right. So I mean, that's part of the psychosis, and there are psychotic people out there. If you put something in their mind, they won't let it go. They will be a detriment not only to themselves but to society, because they will call for society's enslavement. But right here, after being diagnosed with a disease that should not be named in November 2020, Andrea King Collier doubted the antibodies that she had developed in response to the illness would protect her from a second infection, and was determined to be first in or near the front of the line for the jab. The Flint, Michigan resident registered at every vaccine distribution site she could find and never stopped looking for a way to receive shots early. By February 21st, Collier had received her second dose of the Pfizer jab, but when the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention gave the green light for vaccinated people to resume pre-pandemic activities, such as gathering indoors without a mask on March 8th, she did not experience the sense of freedom she had imagined. If anything, she became more fearful of infection. She has yet to eat in a restaurant or see anybody beyond her pandemic bubble. Formerly an avid traveler, Collier says she cannot imagine getting on an airplane again in the foreseeable future. So she's done for life, okay? Throw her away, lock her up, the key's gone, all right? Her mind is shut down. Not only has she had the disease that should not be named and recovered from it, all right? I'm guessing she won't in the hospital about near dead. No, she haven't. But she went and got a jab as well. So she doubled up. She leveled up, like Boris Johnson say, level up. We got to level up. I mean, where Boris at when you need him? And she's still stuck. She still cannot break loose the chains. She still will enslave herself. All right? And that's what's crazy, bud. The more and more that, oh, yeah, jabs it. Bud, not with these psychotic people I see walking around. Still donning the sacred cloth after they gotten jabbed. Still walking around with gloves on, wiping every door handle. I'm like, y'all okay? You've received a jab, right? Yeah. Man, what's the other jabs you taken in your lifetime and then you worried about the disease afterwards? Let me know. And I ain't talking about the damn flu jab. That thing is a damn... Better watch what I say. That thing's fluky at best, okay? I don't even know why folk get the thing, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Don't seem to do nothing to me. Folk get flu all the time. But they say supposedly it helps reduce it. Which I don't know if that's the case or not, because they do burn of influenza a whole lot differently. Just think if we did influenza like we're doing the coof. And every time somebody went in the hospital, we test them for influenza. Run a PCR test. Just run the high cycles, bump it. Just think how many folks we have in the hospital with influenza. I'm just trying, let your boy know. I just want to know, okay? I just want to know, all right? So, this is right here, 2 months later with the strange physiological conditions is still plaguing many. The Wall Street Journal reported this week that scores of individuals who are fearful of plunging back into social activities are awkwardly declining invitations out, avoiding throngs of people, and dreading or even putting off returning to the workplace. So, yeah, so they said, hey, look, bud, we're noticing that there's a whole lot of people who ain't no good to nobody. They ain't no good to themselves, actually. Sitting in the house and rotting away. And that's what they'll do. But I'm trying to tell you, now, I don't know if you notice this, as people get older, usually the people who are able to live longer are the ones who are out and actually performing activities, okay? The more you sit in one place, the more you sit in your house, for me, from what I've seen, the quicker you will die. That's just what I've seen. But we got another example up here, which is a 49-year-old product management consultant in Rockland County, New York, who still insists only meeting up with friends if the engagement can be outdoors. My God, man. Oh, Lord. Man, I'll meet up with y'all as long as it's outdoors and you keep your distance. Man, I ain't meeting you, dude. Kick rocks, but we ain't friends no more. I don't know how else to say it, but this is where friendship got to end, man. I tried, man. I'm singing Bone Thugs to you. I tried so hard. Yeah. I mean, where Akon at when you need him? I mean, misery seemed to follow me when you around. Misery following you, dog. You damn holding on to this shit. Let it go, bro. My God, folk act like they can't die, nothing else. Man, death is a part of life. You will die. Believe this. I haven't seen anybody escape death. Nobody. I mean, that's all I'm saying. And they said another is a middle-aged father in Dublin, Ireland, who felt uncomfortable celebrating his birthday with his family. I guess this might be a story right here. Or it might be a couple stories. But it said, for much of the COVID pandemic, Laura G. Bustamante, longed for the weekend nights when she used to drive into Manhattan to meet friends, often at karaoke bars in Koreatown neighborhood. She's now fully vaccinated, and many New York City bars and restaurants have reopened. Yet Miss Bustamante says she doesn't feel ready to return to her pre-pandemic jaunts to the city, and she is only comfortable meeting friends there one-on-one, preferably outdoors. One-on-one. You can't even have all your friends together. Hey, we meet up, but it needs to be one-on-one outdoors. We ain't friends no more. I mean, dog, I can't do it, man. I can't live like a psycho the rest of my life, okay? Because I don't know how long the rest of my life gonna last. I might get caught up. I might be just walking by and somebody decides to go do a drive-by shooting and I get clipped. Man, I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I can't live it being around a bunch of psychotic people who's scared of their own shadow. I just can't do it. And the other person, Eon Hamilton, says he had a knot in my stomach the entire time while celebrating his 43rd birthday with family at a hotel in Dublin in early July. Man, scared to death of his own family. Scared to death, dude. I mean, my goodness, man. You ready to cut the cake, Ian? No. Y'all didn't breathe on that cake, did you? Pussy, go on, man. Pansy. But if something went down and you need to scrap for your life, these folks wouldn't be there to help you, okay? They'd be the one to offer you up and run. My God, man. Boy, I tell you what, man. I tell you what, this is pitiful, dude. This is pitiful. Now, it says the cave syndrome has been felt by a larger portion of society than one might imagine. They had a survey conducted by American Psychological Association earlier this year discovered that nearly half of adults anticipated being uncomfortable returning to normal post-life pandemic. Vaccinated adults were just as likely as unvaccinated adults to anticipate that feeling. So in closing on this, bud, what has this created? It's created a whole bunch of people who were easily controlled. That is it. That is what I believe. The premise of continuing to hit people with fear. They're able to break people's psyches because they know that a whole lot of people out there are mentally weak. They know that. mentally weak. The mental's got to be strong first. We can work on the physical. But breaking somebody mentally, they won't even fight back. They'll let you whoop their ass, okay? You know what I'm saying? That's, oh yeah, beat me again, sir. Beat me again. Oh yeah, tell me to stay home. Yes, please, please. When you break them mentally. So I believe that's been the premise. That's what I believe personally. So I want to know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. It's ridiculous. Cave syndrome. Folks, get over it. Get over it or pass. I don't know, bud. I don't know what else to... They're waiting for an all clear. But then when the CDC gave them, hey, you can go about your daily lives, that wasn't the all clear they were waiting for. I don't know what they're waiting on. The day may never come for them. So leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe, of course. Listen to the podcast with your boy, Inside the Cube, Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. Got to make sure I get all of them in there. If you'd like to support the channel further, there are links in the description section below as well for that. It's always been your boy SQ420. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.